Hello, I'm Gareth Davies, Senior Claims Expert with Allianz, where I have overall responsibility for and oversight of the anti-fraud strategy here in the UK. At the heart of the Antifraud Initiative is an intention to create a global process for fraud detection and investigation. So far, we have come up with an anti-fraud escalation process, and we have started the task of building a substantial data set around suspicious cases in order to understand the types of fraud that can occur in our portfolio. The goal here is to protect the premiums of our genuine customers by ensuring that we at AGCS are doing everything that we can to detect, deter, and combat fraudulent claims. Industry stats tell us that fraud in society poses a very real threat to our customers and their businesses, and it is imperative that we fully understand the extent to which businesses and products may be targeted by fraudsters to enable us to make better informed decisions about the profile of the risks that we write. The process began with the writing of a new anti-fraud handbook, which provides guidance and advice to all AGCS claims handling staff. The handbook is supplemented by a similar document aimed at informing our outsourced partners, for example, loss adjusters, investigators and lawyers, to ensure that we are all on the same page when it comes to tackling fraud. We currently have a global network of SIDs, Special Investigation Designees. These are highly experienced claims professionals across all lines of business throughout the world who provide us with a truly global community of expertise which enables us to track fraud across borders and jurisdictions. The project lead is Dr. Thomas Kalick in Munich. I am providing the specialist fraud expertise, and I'm very ably supported in that task by Elsa Balakrishnan and Juliana Petro. In the current climate, it is imperative that all aspects of our company are pulling together to deliver the best results for our customers, and we were very interested to see if there was an opportunity to maximise savings to the business in terms of fraud savings by providing specialist fraud expertise to support local investigation activities. I have recently joined AGCS from Allianz UK, but I have been providing support to AGCS for many years, both in terms of training as well as investigation support, and it became apparent that there was very real scope for scaling up that support through the provision of a globally harmonised strategy in response to suspicious claims. Ultimately, our focus is on understanding risk, paying the right claims, and where fraud is suspected, responding swiftly, proportionately, but robustly, and deploying the full arsenal of claims expertise at our disposal. The Allianz Group generates fraud savings of some €800 million annually, and we want to ensure that AGCS is exploring every opportunity to maximise our contribution to those efforts. Our main area of focus at this current time has been to embed the process in our liability, aviation and marine lines around the world, and we are seeing that the approach as set out in our anti-fraud handbook is already starting to deliver savings. In effect, what the Anti-Fraud Handbook does is to provide new definitions that form the foundation stones upon which local claims handling entities can build best practice for countering the fraud risk, specific as it is to their local region. As part of this process, we have undertaken a dynamic threat assessment to understand how fraud might present itself, not just across each line of business, but how this may vary from country to country and OE to OE. We are learning that there are some areas of fraud, such as deliberate misrepresentation, gross exaggeration and organised fraud, that are common to our shared global claims experience. However, our learning does not stop there, and where we find products, treaties or certain agreements that carry a high risk of fraud, we are doing everything that we can to cycle that information back into the business in the form of consistent data and homogeneous MI. Ultimately, fraud is part of the human experience, and there will always be a small minority of individuals who will seek to exploit our customers, products and services. What we are doing through our commitment to a consistent global anti-fraud strategy is making an emphatic statement that whatever type of business you run, large or small, local or international, Allianz will stand by you on those rare occasions that fraudsters seek to take advantage of the products that you have with us. The first tip I would offer to our customers and brokers is that you do not have to wait until the point of a claim to engage with Allianz on safeguarding matters. We have a huge amount of expertise and experience in-house, and if you are concerned that certain individuals might be looking to take advantage of your insurance, please feel free to reach out to us and have those discussions with us. We are always happy and able to deliver fraud awareness training and to look at your procedures in a proactive way if you think that is going to be beneficial. If and when a claim does occur, please ensure that all the relevant evidence is preserved, understanding that CCTV may need to be reviewed, premises visited, machinery inspected, and witnesses interviewed. You can help us to help you by being prepared to engage with the claims process in an open and transparent way, and by making the evidence available to us in good time. We will of course monitor claims experiences to make our own assessment of trends in claims data, but if, for example, you have seen a surge in accidents in the workplace or a high number of tripping claims in premises that you own, it never hurts to share those suspicions with the people who are investigating the claims. Fortunately, it does not happen very often, but it is not unheard of for businesses to be targeted by criminals in such a way where we might see commonalities across a given number of claims. My final tip is a piece of advice that I have offered to each and every one of the many fraud investigators that I have trained over the years, and that is to never underestimate the lengths that a fraudster will go to in order to make money. Over the years, I have crossed the paths of people who have deliberately inflicted serious injury to themselves, undergone unnecessary surgery, and even claimed to have been dead to avoid scrutiny and secure a payout. We are often told that if something looks too good to be true, then it probably is. But similarly, we should not dismiss something as not being fraudulent just because we cannot believe that a person would go to the lengths that they apparently have done in order to bring a fraudulent claim.